Good afternoon and welcome to Premier League Live for our doubleheader Sunday once again this week. Yesterday lunchtime we watched Arsenal take on a Leicester side in the relegation zone, and Arsenal in second looking to keep pressure on the team we watched today. We watched the league leaders Liverpool hosting Wolves, another side threatened by relegation this season. Wolves looking to give themselves a little bit of room outside of the bottom three. That's our first game of the day at Anfield, followed by what will be a cracker test of these two clubs that have been massively underperforming this season. Tottenham against Manchester United is a 4:30 kickoff at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, 14th against 15th. But it has been a very emotional week for Liverpool after that Merseyside derby on Wednesday night just across Stanley Park. They're back here this afternoon at Anfield, their home, where they have the best home record in the Premier League in terms of their home victories. Let's have a look at the two teams then. And starting with Liverpool, Alisson starts in goal, back four with a returning Trent Alexander-Arnold at right back. Ibrahim Konate is joined alongside the captain Virgil van Dijk and Andy Robertson at left back. Ryan Gravenberch, Alexis McAllister are the two that remain in midfield, with Dominic Szoboszlai returning this afternoon in the 10. Luis Diaz starts on the left-hand side today, Mo Salah on the right, and Diogo Jota starts his first Premier League game for Liverpool in 4 months. On the bench for the Reds, Kelleher, Tsimikas, Quansah, Bradley, Endo, Elliott, McConnell, Nunez and Chiesa. No Gakpo and no Curtis Jones, of course, who is suspended. For Wolves, they start with Jose Sa in goal. Their captain, Nelson Semedo, is alongside Matt Doherty, Emmanuel Agbado, Totti Gomez and Ryan Aït-Nouri in defence. In midfield, Andre and João Gomez are in the midfield too, with a front three of Pablo Sarabia, Matheus Cunha and Gonçalo Guedes. On the bench for Wolves, Bentley, Bueno de Giga, Lima, Munetsi, Doyle, Bellegarde, Traore and Forbes. It is the league leaders against a relegation fight, and Wolves. This time, the last time these two met here was the last game in charge for Jurgen Klopp of this football club. His first time for Arne Slot to face Wolves at home after they narrowly beat them at Molineux earlier in the season. Kick-off between Liverpool and Wolves is next. Good afternoon and welcome to Premier League Live here on LFS this afternoon. Don't forget to like, subscribe and turn on post notifications if you haven't done so already, as we watch the league leaders looking to make it 7 points, a gap between them and second placed Arsenal. Once again, after they extended their lead on Wednesday, Arsenal cut that gap to 4 points yesterday with their 2-0 win over Leicester. That helped Wolves keep themselves out of the bottom three, and they want to help themselves today with a big result here at Anfield. And we will see what will happen here as You'll Never Walk Alone rings around Anfield. Of course, the tradition, the anthem around this football club, around this stadium, that Arne Slot's getting a little bit used to now. After many, many games, this is his 12th Premier League home game of the season. Liverpool have won 8 of those. Only Arsenal and Manchester City have matched that amount of wins at home this campaign. But they only sole defeat here at Anfield this season came in that 1-0 defeat against Nottingham Forest back in September of the season. They don't want to repeat that. They want to get another 3 points here this afternoon, Liverpool. And they take on a Wolves side, as I said, looking to give themselves a bit of room at just outside the bottom three. Liverpool will kick towards the Kop end in the first half then. Both sides in their home strips. Red for Liverpool and gold for Wolves as we get underway here at Anfield for this huge game on a huge day where Liverpool can once again reassert themselves as the dominant force at the top of the Premier League. As Salah wins an early corner for Liverpool after just 13 seconds. That's a good start from Liverpool. Wolves turned the ball over right in the midfield, and Salah did well on that right side and winning Liverpool an early corner. At the Kop end, of course, not a very often thing to see that Liverpool attack the cop end in the first half, but surely Wolves won the toss. As Robertson gets ready to take this first set piece of the game inside the first minute. Takes it short. McAllister back to Robertson. Fizzes it round the back, and Alexander-Arnold completely mishit the ball. And it goes behind for a goal kick. Straight off the training ground, that one from Liverpool. Nice little combination from the corner and the short corner, and then it's fizz back in, fullback to fullback. And Trent Alexander-Arnold on the run. Tries to take it with his left foot. And he completely mishit it. It was set up to be perfect for Liverpool. And it was right up until the finish. Ait Nouri under pressure there. Lost the ball. Salah picks it up. Gravenberch does well to step into space. And Liverpool just looking to hold the possession in these early moments. Of course, we talked about Liverpool and how incredible they've been this season under Arne Slot. A complete revamp of this football club. Jurgen Klopp left this season and left this club in very good hands and in a very good way with the players that was brought in. Arne Slot made one outfield signing in the summer window. That was Federico Chiesa, who's on the bench today. Robertson's delivery, trying to find Szoboszlai, well headed away there in the middle by Totti. Salah around the corner, trying to find Jota. Well blocked again by Totti Gomez. As Wolves again not able to control the ball a little bit here. Oh, here's Cunha. He's their main man. Matheus Cunha. Andre. Back to Doherty. And now Agbado. Nice work from Alexander-Arnold there, but goes out for a Wolves throw-in on the left-hand side. Now Vitor Pereira has seen a little bit of an uptick in form. Of course, they went 3 defeats in a row in recent times in the Premier League, but beating Aston Villa last time out in the Premier League was a very impressive result for Wolves. And certainly when they were coming into that run of United, Tottenham, Forest, Newcastle, Chelsea, Arsenal, Villa, you looked at it and you thought, my God, that could be a real tough one for Wolves, considering the position they're in. But picking up, what would that be, a good 7 points out of those games is not a bad outfit in that run, considering where they are and who they came up against. It's in games where Wolves are expected to win is where they kind of fall to the wayside. You know, the Ipswich game at home they lost. They lost away to West Ham, Everton, not Bournemouth. But there's games there where you think, and you look at Wolves and you think, that's a very winnable game for this team. They just weren't getting the results over the line at times. Wolves, today's a big test for both Liverpool and Wolves as Alexander-Arnold overcooks the back pass to Alisson. And Alisson has to send it flying clear. Just a little bit of overconfidence there maybe from Alexander-Arnold. Just a little bit too casual and just got too casual with his pass. They're back to his goalkeeper, which means Liverpool have a corner to defend. Wolves get their first set piece of the game then. Lots of bodies in and around that 6-yard box of Liverpool. An early chance here for Wolves to test the Liverpool defence from a corner. There's a lot of pushing and shoving going on in and around there. Right-footed delivery from the left side, and over the wide it goes. It comes right back the way it came. That was very awkward. As Cunha gets it back. Agbadou just rescued back there, just in time by João Gomez. That could have been dangerous for Liverpool on the counter. Here's Sa. Well blocked by McAllister. And now Gravenberch can break. McAllister does well on the ball. Gives it out wide now. Luis Diaz. Movement from Liverpool. Diaz in the box. Flicked it away from the Wolves defence. Alexander-Arnold. Gravenberch. That's good combinations. Robertson. Now Diaz. It was right again. Gives it out wide again to Robertson. Now back to Gravenberch. Back to Virgil van Dijk. Well, of course, it would have been heartbreak for Liverpool, conceding so late in the Merseyside derby on Wednesday night. They were almost victorious in the end, but James Tarkowski had different plans and other plans and scored the latest winner in a Merseyside derby. Certainly a lot of cracking results in the Merseyside derby over the years, and the last one at Goodison Park certainly was a thriller. And a 2-2 draw. But it's still an extra point for Liverpool. A lot of people making out that this was a really bad result for Liverpool, but this is an Everton side in great form. One of the best form sides in the league. As here's Diaz arriving into the box. Lifts it up. Headed away by Agbado. Flicked on. Van Dijk was beaten there. But a bit of confusion from the two centre-backs, and Cunha's on the break here for Wolves. Has got no one in cover, but he tries to find a teammate arriving in Guedes. Well blocked by Alexander-Arnold. Bit of confusion there from Van Dijk and Konate, which is very rare to see, and both of those players really just have 100% communication. Here's Salah, down the right. Couldn't feed that through ball to McAllister. Again, well blocked that time by Ait-Nouri. It's a determined start from the home side. Looking to get off the mark pretty quickly. Diaz, down the left side. Up against Semedo, chops back in field. Finds McAllister, edge of the box, Gravenberch. Flicks it out wide to Salah. Salah in the box, looking for a pass. Again blocked by Ait-Nouri, but Alexander-Arnold's ball around the back. It's cleared away and Jota hits it wide. Again, better from Liverpool. The sustaining of the attacks has actually been quite impressive so far. It's good work. Salah tried to force it in behind again for Szoboszlai to make the run. Blocked by Ait-Nouri. It falls back to Alexander-Arnold, who's tried to swing it round the back for Robertson's run. And then it's headed away, I think, by Semedo. And it falls back out into the path of Diogo Jota, who hits it first time and hits it wide of the right post. That was good work from Liverpool. Szoboszlai on the press. Bit of a bobbling ball by Agbado. Out it comes to Semedo and given away now. Here's Diaz. Couldn't find Szoboszlai. Got a bit excited there, Liverpool, when they won the ball back, as Andre comes away with it. Semedo back in field to Andre and gives it back all the way to Jose Sa in the Wolves goal. Totti breaking down the left, lays it into the middle for Cunha now. Space for Ait-Nouri on the left side, who will deliver. Well blocked there. Szoboszlai tries to drive away with the ball and does get taken down in his own half, so a free kick to Liverpool there. Totti with a foul. Referee this afternoon, Simon Hooper. Of course, there was a lot of talk about the referees in Liverpool in midweek and how that everything transpired at Goodison. As Robertson makes that little run down the left. Lays it to Diaz at the byline. Wide on the left side. Goes it back to McAllister. Our VAR, by the way, is John Brooks. So Simon Hooper, the referee, and John Brooks, the VAR. Diaz. Jota. Back to Luis Diaz. Now Jota again. Liverpool comfortable so far in their passing in these areas. Wolves have come under a little bit of early pressure here at Anfield, as you would expect in this first half. The Liverpool side expected to respond after that result in midweek and that Plymouth result last weekend. It's not often Liverpool to go 2 games without a win this season. I don't think it ever has happened. They've gone 3 without a win this campaign, as that ball by Robertson had to be headed behind by Ryan Ait-Nouri, who didn't know what was behind him, and put it out for the Liverpool corner. It was a really good threatening ball by Andy Robertson. His deliveries have always been one of the best in the Premier League. And Ryan Ait-Nouri didn't take any risks and gives Liverpool a corner, which McAllister will take this time, so it'll be an outswinger on this right-hand side for Alexis McAllister to take. Liverpool's second corner. first one was straight off the training ground. I think they're just going to whip this one in. McAllister delivers. Up in the air it went. As cleared away by Wolves. Back into the mix. Konate trying to adjust. But up in the air and caught by Jose Sa. With real ease there. And decent delivery by McAllister. Again, Wolves had a lot of bodies in there. Not allowing Liverpool a free header on it. Right, Nuri. Lovely little flick round Alexander-Arnold. And now João Gomez finding out Nuri again, who just run right into Konate. No foul, said the referee. As Gravenberch couldn't rescue that ball. Alexander-Arnold stepping in and does get the bounce of the ball, and now tries to find Salah down the right. That's well blocked by Totti Gomez. I think Trent Alexander-Arnold so far has been heavily involved for Liverpool in these early 11.5 minutes. Of course, returning from injury. Played against Everton, came on off the bench against Everton in midweek. So here comes Wolves down the right side. Gravenberch trying to block off. McAllister does well in the middle. Forces Wolves all the way back. Didn't last very long. It's Andre, now Doherty. Nice little move by Andre in behind. Lovely little work from Alisson to commit. Stop Gonzalo Guedes getting to the ball. Trying to be a bit more direct, Wolves, when they get on the ball. They are being more direct. They're not wasting time. They're getting the ball up the field and quickly. And not in the usual way. We talk about directness of football, and a lot of people talk about just long balls bypassing the midfield. But they're quite direct in the fact that they are just passing it straight in front of them. But it's their movement that makes it so difficult to kind of stay with. So that's nice give and go between Alexander-Arnold, and Gravenberch. Ryan Gravenberch on the right flank. Well blocked by Totti. That's nice play. Andre over the top it goes. Cunha spotted the gap, but Van Dijk closed and plugged that little gap pretty comfortably as Alisson fires long. Got a bit strayed in the last few minutes. Szoboszlai wins the ball back fairly. Rolled it through. Alexander-Arnold chips it over the top. Salah's made the clean run through. Just a little bit too much on the ball there for Mo Salah. I think the flag was going to go up anyway against the Egyptian. See it again. Szoboszlai just rolls it onto Alexander-Arnold, and it's kind of obviously a pre-made agreement, because Alexander-Arnold's tried to do this a number of times today, where he's just forced the ball in behind for Salah to run at. Certainly Salah knew what was happening when Trent Alexander-Arnold got on the ball in that area. He knew to just run. He was just a little bit offside there, Mo Salah, when that ball was played. At the house of Bryantology. Fantastic name. Good afternoon and come on you Reds. Yes, good afternoon, Brian. Thank you very much for joining us. So here come Wolves down the right side. That's well blocked from Sarabia by Virgil van Dijk. And McAllister comes away with the football. Nice turn by Jota, under pressure. Finds it to Diaz. This is better from Liverpool. Luis Diaz now. Driving in field. Switches it to Salah. Takes the touch. Can't find the pass. But Diaz rolls it past the goalkeeper. Talk about adjustment. Luis Diaz looked like he was going to be taken out by Jose Sa. But he finds the back of the net in an unorthodox way. He might have hurt himself in the process. But Liverpool take the lead. And that was much better play from that front three of Liverpool. It all started with Jota that starts this attack. It's a nice ball by McAllister. Jota in a really pressured situation. Two around him. Fabulous little turn. Plays it to Diaz, and Diaz spots Salah. Salah passes it off first time. A poor defensive clearance, really. Right across his own defence. I think that might have been Totti. If we see it again, yeah, it's Totti Gomez trying to clear his lines. He flicks it back across his own goal, and Luis Diaz there ready to pounce. He's ready and waiting for it. And he just kind of takes the touch past Jose Sa, and it just rolls into the back of the nets. It's a strange goal, but they all count, and Liverpool take the lead. They've started it better, and they find the opening goal. And all Arne Slot will care about is that his side do lead. No matter which way they find the goal, a goal is the desired outcome. Liverpool 1, Wolves 0. And Luis Diaz, of course, certainly hasn't been prolific, but has been a lot better this season in front of goal than he has been in previous seasons at Liverpool. That's his 9th Premier League goal of the campaign, his 13th overall, but in 2025 it's actually his first goal in 11 straight appearances. Kind of gone off the boil a little bit recently. Diaz, that's a lovely little touch by Gravenberch. Salah gets it back to Alexander-Arnold. Tries to switch the ball to Robertson, but Robertson's not that quick. Intercepted by Semedo. Space here for Semedo, whose deflected effort will bounce up into the hands of Alisson. Finds it out to Diaz instantly there. Alisson, and now Jota wants to switch it. Salah with a first touch, takes it inside his man. And Totti Gomez got in the way. And Szoboszlai headed it down, but straight to a Wolves player, Aït-Nouri. And he just eased them off the ball, but the referee's going to pull it back for a foul on Ryan Aït-Nouri against Dominic Szoboszlai. And a free kick will come Wolves' way here. It's been a positive, really positive start from Liverpool, I'd have to say. Albeit they haven't really commanded the possession, as though that's a lovely takedown by Cunha. Great block by Ibrahima Konate to get in there and challenge for the ball. Konate, well battled back there by Cunha to win the throw-in off Ibrahima Konate. That's the main threat for Wolves today, is that man Matheus Cunha. He's been their main man all season. 11 Premier League goals for Wolves. Scored against Aston Villa. That late goal that really sealed the victory against Aston Villa for Wolves a few weeks ago. Actually scored against Manchester United as well, and got an assist in that 2-0 win over United as well at the on Boxing Day. Has been a real massive kind of prolific leader in this Wolves side. A Wolves side that at the moment are struggling. And just 5 wins this season in 24 Premier League games. And he's probably, when they do win, their main kind of architect for those victories. As Diaz absolutely being trailed around the pitch there by Nelson Semedo, as he was trying to hold on to possession there, the Colombian. And he did. It's Alexander-Arnold's fizz ball out to Salah. Effortless pass from the Scouser. Salah back to Alexander-Arnold. Returns the ball, but that one wasn't effortless. That one was far too much pressure and pace on that one from Alexander-Arnold. You just see this challenge between Diaz and Semedo again. I mean, Semedo just dragging Luis Diaz around the field there. Right back into his own, into the centre-back position for Liverpool there. Talk about committed to keeping the ball there from Luis Diaz. Sa tries to distribute, but his distribution left a lot to be desired there. Put it straight out of play for a Liverpool throw. Gotta say, goalkeeper distribution has been a massive improvement in the Premier League over the last number of years, with the new kind of playing out from the back system that's come the trendy way of playing football now. Distribution of goalkeepers has got a lot better. It's very rare that you see them just booted out for a throw-in now. It's McAllister. Oh, this bubbling ball might have just caused Wolves a little bit of concern there. I think it might have took a deflection on the way through and got a Liverpool a corner. It was a bit uncertain there. McAllister's delivery could have snuck into the net. It just goes wide for a corner. To Liverpool. Well, Wolves have conceded the most from set pieces. corners and crosses this season. They're the worst in all three categories. That doesn't bode well. Liverpool corner. McAllister on this right side. And will want to deliver. Once again, similar to his first one. Right footed. Fizzed in. Header by Jota over the bar. Well, one thing that Diogo Jota does possess, he's not the tallest, not the most prolific in the air, but he is a threat, a major threat in the air, and you wouldn't think so. It's quite deceiving that he is. You'd think he'd be a tricky little centre forward, but he is a real aerial threat at times for Liverpool, and he has scored many. He's a headed goal, of course, facing his former side, and does have a good record against his former team. Has scored a number of times. Actually scored a winner at Molineux a number of years ago for Liverpool in a 1-0 victory. A game where Liverpool had more than enough chances to win. Salah chasing down the defence here. Jota tried as well, but Wolves just about dealing with that situation as Ait-Nouri tries to deliver right. But Konate takes no risks, puts it out for the throw. Again, Wolves look a bit nervous there at the back. Ait-Nouri covers over Salah, but Totti Gomez just gets a bit kind of caught on the ball, and he just does enough to take it away from Jota before he nicked it away from him. Yeah, just a bit of nerves in the Wolves defence this afternoon. There's no foul there as the Wolves player was dragged down, but Liverpool won it fairly, said the referee. As McAllister, Jota, now Diaz in the box. Totti can't clear it, Jota! Well blocked, his body's on the line there from Wolves. And they have to get a stoppage here because Totti stayed down. Again, more nerves from Wolves defensively. Really poor clearance. I mean, it's a bit awkward for Totti Gomez, I'll give him that, but goodness me, he made a pig's ear of that situation. Tried to take the touch, played it right into the path of Jota, and lucky he had his fellow defender Emmanuel Agbado there to bail him out. And Totti there ended up getting on the sore end of that situation against Jota. Again, Liverpool are posing major threat to Wolves. Every time they come forward, those crosses into the box, Wolves just can't deal with them. You know, there's just no kind of, not commitment, but there's no kind of real idea as to how they're going to deal with the situation. Once Liverpool put a cross in, it's Wolves just panicking, scrambling to do any sort of situation to get the ball away from danger. As João Gomez comes away with the ball, and Diaz trying to get him off the ball, and was being held for quite a time there. And the referee is going to pull it back for a free kick here. I think the referee the Wolves players want more than just a foul. Yeah, Luis Diaz, had a full grip of João Gomez there for quite a while. Definitely a foul. Now Luis Diaz, another Liverpool player who's been all over the pitch so far. Both defending and attacking. Of course, he has the opening goal. 24 minutes. Liverpool 1, Wolves 0. Free kick for Wolves, just inside Liverpool's half, around about the centre circle. Long ball round the back. Flicked on at the back post, but the flag was up anyway. But Liverpool will get the chance to counter here. Szoboszlai now on to Diaz. Advantage played by the officials, but Diaz couldn't keep the ball, and Agbadou done well to deal with that situation. That's better officiating as well. Oh, Robertson, gets caught on the ball, and the flag's going to go up against Gonçalo Guedes there, who was offside. And the ball was played to him. As I said, it's better officiating from the referees when there is an offside call, and the team that was defending that situation played the offside trap, they get the advantage. Here's Salah, chops onto his left. Mo Salah dribbling through players. Salah not given the chance to shoot. Held on to it for too long. Goodness me, my tongue's getting twisted. As another Wolves free kick here. Gravenberch this time deemed to have committed a foul, and now Matt Doherty, trying to argue the case for a yellow card, gets himself one. It's just a bit ridiculous. I understand the frustration from Matt Doherty. A couple of fouls, but we're not playing kind of no-touch football here. It is a physical game. And Matt Doherty gets himself a cheap yellow card for arguing with the referee. Lovely touch by Szoboszlai. Liverpool on the move again. So Szoboszlai will hit one. Just narrowly wide of the left post. When you see him striding like that to the edge of the box, you know what's going to happen. You know he's going to unleash an effort. This time he just dragged it wide. Sa was committed. Wolves stepping off, not looking to engage. That was a decent opportunity for Dominik Szoboszlai. Just kind of dragged it. Again, getting in those positions. Certainly has it in his locker that he's capable of finding the back of the nets. Of course, Dominik Szoboszlai has found the net quite recently. Scored 2 in his last 3 games. Both here at Anfield. Scored in that 4-0 win over Tottenham in the League Cup semi-final. In the 4-0 victory and the 4-1 win over Ipswich, he also scored. Gravenberch on the turn there. His signature turn now that it's become. He was just taken down as he was on the move, and a free kick for Liverpool. Ball swung out wide to Diaz, up against Doherty. Last touch off the Wolves man. Liverpool throw on the left side. Robertson to Tick. Ball back to Van Dijk. Nice Szoboszlai. Konate. Alexander-Arnold. Szoboszlai turned into trouble and was just kind of shoved to the ground there as he tried to break away. Another Liverpool free kick. The referee's just going to stop the game for a second, as the referee's just going to come over to the Wolves bench, I believe, and give out a yellow card to the Wolves. One of the players, or one of the people on the Wolves bench, I'm not too sure if it's the head coach, I believe it might be Vitor Pereira, that gets the yellow card. And got a yellow card, Pereira, against Aston Villa. That's his second yellow card of the season for the Wolves head coach. Konate's through ball. Flicked on by Salah. Szoboszlai tried to tick it round Totti Gomez, but well defended there. Chip ball by Agbadou. Doherty gets it wide to Semedo. Back to Doherty, who will send it long. Konate asserting dominance there in the middle, and Jota chesting it to McAllister. And the clearance from a Wolves defender puts it out for a Liverpool throw. And Wolves, I think, employing the get-rid method so far in this game. Everything Liverpool throw at them, they just want to get rid of it as far as possible and try and conjure a counter out of it. As Liverpool get a nice break of the ball here with Alexander-Arnold. Ball rolls to Diaz wide. Lays it off to Szoboszlai. Takes a touch back towards Diaz. Now flicks it on to Robertson, as Semedo does just enough to get it away, and Sarabia taps it out for a Liverpool throw. Van Dijk to Gravenberch. Back to Konate now. Van Dijk again. Through the lines. Lovely turn by Gravenberch, who was taken out there by João Gomez. And João Gomez certainly having had issues with discipline recently. Got sent off in that Arsenal game, a second yellow for him. He's only back from that suspension in the Premier League. Played against Blackburn in the FA Cup, but his first Premier League appearance since that game. Having to watch himself already on the referee's radar. Just a warning for the Wolves midfielder as Konate drives into midfield. Thought he was getting somewhere. Ended up getting a pull on Matheus Cunha. And a free kick given. And a yellow card as well for Ibrahima Konate. The referee may be counting up a few fouls. So Ibrahima Konate gets himself a booking. His 5th of the season for the Frenchman. It was only Konate's 2nd foul of the game, that one. So not many. The referee deemed it a yellow card though. Diaz. Back around the corner to Konate. Had to turn on the ball. Finding Alexander-Arnold, who deftly turns it back into midfield. Szoboszlai now. Bodies ahead of him. Swings it out to Diaz, who chests it down comfortably. Diaz now. Overlapping is Robertson. Robertson with a cross. Fallen by Sa. Jota back in the mix. And can't force it into the net. Liverpool will get the corner out of it though. Just for a second, Jose Sa's little parry out into the mix again caused sheer panic in the Wolves defence. And sheer chaos for a second. Robertson's ball across the 6-yard box. Sa dived for it. Jumped out. Pushed it right back out into the middle. Jota took the touch around Ryan Ait-Nouri and then took the shot from the narrow angle, which deflected off a Wolves player and behind for the corner. More panic. Less control from Wolves at all in their own box at the moment, as McAllister will deliver once again for Liverpool on this right side. The hand goes in the air. Right-footed delivery by McAllister. All the way through. And Alexander-Arnold. That was a better hit that time. But it was too far over the bar. Again, the ball came falling right out to the edge of the box, and Alexander-Arnold there to smash it. But just always rising from that situation for Trent Alexander-Arnold. Has hit them before, has hit them in big moments here at Anfield. Alexander-Arnold's. Couple of winners amongst those. Fulham here in December of 23. That was certainly one of the best moments. I remember an Aston Villa one during COVID as well, where he won it late, Alexander-Arnold, from those types of positions. Can't hit them. At the moment, Liverpool leading by a goal to nil. Luis Diaz's unorthodox goal has Liverpool in front. At the moment, Liverpool, as it stands, will be heading back to 7 points. The gap at the top of the Premier League table. Well, here's Cunha to try and change that, and Alexander-Arnold, quick to his case, puts it out for a Wolves throw. Taken quickly by Cunha. Ait-Nouri to Cunha. Couldn't feed it across there to João Gomez. And Liverpool give the ball away, trying to clear it away. Ait-Nouri. Nice move down the left. Sarabia, who's come out to this left side for now. Back to Totti Gomez. Cross again to Agbadou, and now Doherty. Forces it through the middle. Up in the air by Gravenberch's header. Bit of head tennis as it comes back to Konate, and he gets it back to Alisson. Robertson's ball forward. Doesn't find its target. Gravenberch, though, keeps it alive. Out in the left is McAllister, who tries to fizz one over the top for Diaz's run, and he gets the better of his man, and is taken out by the goalkeeper, and it's a Liverpool penalty. Talk about chaos at the back. Wolves have been absolutely a shambles defensively so far, from balls into their own box, and Jose Sa deemed to have absolutely taken out Luis Diaz. Again, ball over the top by McAllister. Diaz gets the better of his man. I think it's Agbadou, just doesn't get the ball. Completely misses it. And then Sa trying to come out for the ball. He doesn't get the ball, and he takes out Luis Diaz in the process. A couple of times Liverpool have won penalties from those positions this season. There's not immense amount of contact between the goalkeeper and Diaz, but they Was late, the keeper. And the penalty does stand. Liverpool got a penalty against Spurs in that Carabao Cup semi-final from the exact same situation. It was Darwin Núñez that time that ran in behind and he was taken out. And that penalty gave Liverpool another chance to score in that one against Spurs and give themselves a Wembley final to look forward to. And the penalty then confirmed by the referee. Mo Salah made it 2-0 to Liverpool on that night against Spurs. He has the chance to do the same here this afternoon from the penalty spot. Mohamed Salah, 49 taken, 41 scored at Liverpool in his career at this club. This will be his 50th penalty at Liverpool. Can he take it? 6 out of 6 this season in the league. And Jose Sa trying to make up for his mistake in leading to this penalty. Mo Salah against Jose Sa, steps up and scores, blasting it past Jose Sa, and Liverpool double their lead. They've been pushing for it. They've been the better side, no doubt. And Liverpool double their lead here at Anfield. Again, it's Mo Salah from the spot. If you have ever want an example of confidence, it's when a goal scorer, a penalty taker, goes right down the middle of the goal. That's pure, sheer confidence from Mohamed Salah. And that's his 23rd Premier League goal of the season. He is a machine this season. 2-0 to Liverpool. And now his song, sung around Anfield as it has done so many times before. And Liverpool extend their lead in this first half. Long ball over the top by Wolves. Konate bobbling in the in the middle there, sorry. So Liverpool midfield beaten there by that little chip ball. It is there, taken out the edge of the box, but they have a chance to score. No, they don't. Alisson gathered it, but Konate was involved. There's now another yellow card coming out, but it's not to Ibrahim Konate, it's to a Wolves player. And it's Emmanuel Agbadou who's remonstrating again with the referee. The second Wolves player to be booked. Both arguing with the referee. See this again. I mean, Konate and Cunha, they're both trying to go for the ball. It's not a yellow card challenge, that. But the way Agbadou kind of squared up to the referee and saying, that's a yellow card. He gets himself one in the process. And that's the second Wolves player to be booked for arguing with the referee. That's his second yellow card of the season for Emmanuel Agbadou. And Ibrahim Konate, I wouldn't say lucky, I would say fairly not given a second yellow, because I don't think it was a second yellow. Tried to win the ball. He didn't win the ball against Cunha, but he had a genuine attempt to win it. And it's just a free kick here for Wolves in a very good area, by the way. Right about the edge of the box. Pretty decent chance here for Wolves to respond pretty quickly. Cunha, Semedo and Sarabia are those that are standing around it for Wolves. Liverpool put a 5-man wall in the way and a draft excluder, a man lying down behind the wall. So sheer defence from Liverpool from this set piece. So Wolves get ready to take. Cunha chips it over and chips it wide. Had Alisson diving, had everybody waiting to see what would come next. He tried to arrow it into that far right corner, not too far away from Matheus Cunha, but just a little bit too wide. Very good effort from that sort of position. A lot of the time when free kicks are actually closer to the edge of the box, they're actually more difficult to take because it's all about getting them up and over the wall and back down again. That is the problem, but Cunha didn't show any problems with that, as Ryan Aït-Nouri penalised here. He went to ground, wanting something out of that, in the Liverpool box and ends up getting a free kick given against him. See this again. Yeah, Cunha gets past Szoboszlai, then Gravenberch battles with him, then just stumbles to the ground, and then I think he got a handle to the ball, which means it will be a Liverpool free kick for handball there. Seemed to have been the reasoning. I've got to be honest, Arne Slot hasn't really strayed away from when there is players in Liverpool that are on yellows and in dangerous situations of maybe getting a possible second yellow. He's not been afraid to string them, take them off and save them from any sort of possible danger in the game. Just got a shot of Jarell Quansah warming up there, so I don't think they're going to make a first half change, Liverpool, but certainly maybe one at half time. We'll see. There's Jota committing a foul there in the middle on Nelson Semedo. Free kick to Wolves. Quansah's the only Liverpool player warming up on the sidelines there. It's a nice play by Andre out to the right side. Cunha. Andre on the turn gives it back to Doherty. Andre. Doherty striding forward. Skips past the challenge. That's nice little play by Wolves. Right-footed ball into the box. Away by Van Dijk, sorry. And now McAllister. Szoboszlai. Trying to find Salah, who was waiting for the ball, but proactively stealing it away was Totti Gomez. Plays a nice ball into Ait Nouri now. Dribbles it past Szoboszlai. Finds Cunha. Cunha with the ball over the top. But that's too far ahead of Semedo. And caught well by Alisson. A nice space for Liverpool to try and break down this left side here. With Robertson. To Diaz. Diaz cutting inside onto his right. Feeds it across. Mo Salah lays it off. Couldn't find Szoboszlai. Still alive. Salah! Tried to go over the top corner. Too much. Goal kick. Again, it's really poor from Wolves. I mean, it's just a simple ball across their own box. And as they try and defend it, they just can't get it clear. They're just kind of standing on the ball in their own box. And Liverpool are getting ample opportunity to really take this game massively away from them. The fact that it's not more than 2-0, with the way Wolves have defended their own 18-yard box in this first half, is quite bizarre. They've been really poor in their own 18-yard box, Wolves. I mean, we look at the stats from the first half. Liverpool have the possession's not been dominated by either team, 55-45 in Liverpool's favour, so slightly more. As Jota wins it back, high up the field. Diaz adjusting, taking himself away from the challenge. Jota does well. So you look like Liverpool were getting into a goal-scoring position there. They win the ball back. I'll hold my judgment for a moment. Alexander-Arnold. Cross was just a bit low. Gravenberch there to try and feed it back into the danger zone, but Totti Gomez deals with the situation and Wolves come away with the ball with Andre. Robertson committing. Overcommitted and left the space now. Semedo. Good back heel there by Van Dijk, but straight into the path of João Gomez. Now wide on the right comes Semedo. Last minute of the half. Flick round the corner. Sarabia will shoot, but shoots high and wide, well over the bar. As I was saying, so Liverpool have had slightly more possession, but they've had much better XG. Wolves' XG 0.12. Liverpool's 1.65. Liverpool have had 10 shots at 4 corners, a lot of passes, a lot more passes than Wolves, but only 3 shots on target from their 10 shots. Wolves have had 2 shots, 1 on target so far. So Liverpool certainly dominating in the fact that they're having so many more chances and so many more shots on goal than Wolves. But at the moment, at this stage of the game, the way Wolves have defended, they are lucky to be only 2-0 down, as we will have 3 added minutes at the end of the first half. Still, at times, I have said Liverpool haven't really controlled the possession, I'm sure, the way Arne Slot would have liked them to. But I think their ruthlessness and their kind of sheer quality when they do get forward, Liverpool, is what is keeping them certainly on top of this game. And their threat from crosses, I mean, the sheer ineptitude from Wolves to deal with crosses and balls into their own box and kind of corners and set pieces, they've been really bad in all of those areas so far, Wolves. And I think from Liverpool's point of view, I think they targeted that clearly, of course. But if they get a little bit more clinical in those areas, this could be really dangerous. There's McAllister there, tried to slide in and take out Doherty. Did take out Doherty, but actually hurt himself in the process. He is okay, but slight issue with his right ankle there for a second. Alexis McAllister. He actually wanted the foul to go his way, but it was quite clear it was never going the way of Liverpool. That free kick. Semedo does well. Out wide it goes to Sarabia. Played across, back heel into the box. Out Nuri lays it off. The shots charged down by McAllister. And now Diaz, the first to react, to send Liverpool on the brick again. Chips us away from his man. Agbadou was in his way, but no foul, said the referee. Cunha. Lovely threaded through ball. Down the right side. Cut back into the box. The miss-hit kick. The follow-up is blocked by Van Dijk. And again, Diaz comes away with the ball. Wolves trying to throw everything at this at the end of the first half. Maybe try and get something on the scoreboard. Salah coming the other way, trying to find Jota in behind. Oh, Wolves, what's going on again? Goodness me. The keeper came flying out. And if his man wasn't in cover, that would have been another goal. I mean, that was shocking defending. And Matt Doherty just about does enough. But that could have been another dangerous moment where Wolves have their head in their hands. As Liverpool get the throw in down this right side. Last couple of seconds of the half. Alexander-Arnold to take the throw in. 1-2 with Gravenberch, who fizzes it across the 18-yard box. This time comfortably dealt with by Sarabia. And Szoboszlai on cover for Liverpool. Got it back to Alisson. And there is the call of the end of the first half. And at half-time, there is no doubting which side has been better. The scoreline certainly reflects it. That probably could be more angled in the way of Liverpool in the way that they've played in this first half. They've been much the better side. Really not giving Wolves a real sniff in the game. They opened the scoring a bit unorthodox with Luis Diaz, and then Mo Salah from the penalty spot doubled their lead. And at half-time, the league leaders look to be going back 9 points clear at the top of the Premier League table. Liverpool 2, Wolves 0.
Fuel to the top, got a filled up bench.
Welcome back to Premier League Live. I just want to clarify before we move on. I did say Liverpool will be going back 9 points clear. Actually 7 points clear. I do apologise. It has been a bit of a mind scramble over this weekend, but Liverpool will be, as it stands, going 7 points clear at the top of the Premier League table again. With that 2-goal advantage. Already this weekend we've seen 8 games in the Premier League. Yes, over the last 2 days. Friday night started Brighton 3-0 winners over Chelsea. And we'll talk about all of those games in a moment. But let's recap that first half then at Anfield before we do look back at what this Premier League weekend has already given us. Because we have a lot to talk about and a lot to really examine. But first, I want to talk about that first half. Because again, you know, Liverpool come into this game with the pressure of Arsenal winning yesterday. And I know this Liverpool side are experienced and they're calm and they're composed and all of that. Whatever. We can talk about that all day long. But the pressure was on Liverpool today. You know, Wolves side that have a lot to fight for, a lot to really combat in the league this season. They're trying to fight for safety from a side that have been in the competition for the last, 7-8 years at Wolves since they were first promoted under Nuno Espirito Santo. So they're trying to fight for a legacy in the Premier League that they've held as being one of the kind of performers when being promoted in the last few years. So they're trying to fight for that this season, and they've had their struggles, but they have had a good result against Aston Villa that they bounced out of. They kept Arsenal to a close game a few weeks ago. So they've had some positive results, and there's been a little change in the way that Wolves have played under Vitor Pereira since he came into the club, where there was that uptick in form, that uptick in the way they were playing was a lot better. And I think coming into this one today, Liverpool won't count their chickens. You know, we know that. They will come here with the same mentality they would if they were playing Real Madrid or Manchester City or anybody, any team. They have the same mentality of it's going to be a tough game, they're going to give us a lot of problems, and we need to find a way of doing our job to battle them. That's the same spiel that we hear from the top teams all the time. But Liverpool had the pressure coming into today. They knew that if they don't come out with 3 points today, that Arsenal would get the momentum in the title race after dropping points in midweek in the Merseyside derby, after a little bit of a shaky bit of form after that Plymouth game. Of course, a lot of changes for Liverpool in that FA Cup tie, and maybe a blessing in disguise, the fact that they went out of the FA Cup, that they've now less competitions to focus on, really. But then that Everton draw, that late equaliser against Everton, and maybe a little bit of pressure building for Liverpool coming into this game. And in that first half, they've kind of just settled everything back down again. You know, coming into this game today, Wolves are not an easy team, and Liverpool have had their problems against Wolves before, even earlier this season, albeit they were by far the better side in the reverse fixture. But it was a close call in the end, a 2-1 victory for Liverpool, and they kind of gifted Wolves that equaliser in that game at Molineux earlier in the season. So they knew that what Wolves could offer them and what threat Wolves could give them this season and coming into this game. But as I said, Liverpool have just settled that. They've looked really controlled. I think at times their possession has been a little bit sloppy. I think sloppy is a bit harsh, but I think they have been a little bit off-key with their possession and not as kind of controlling and dominating as much as I'm sure Arne Slot would want in the game. But in terms of their movement in transition, the way they transition from back to front, getting up the field with with quality, with pace, with kind of real intention, is quite impressive from Liverpool, and it's what you expect from the league leaders. But this is what you see from title-winning sides when the pressure is on, when they're under a bit of duress, when there is a team that have maybe got a good result, that maybe put a little bit of pressure on you coming into the weekend, and you have to come and respond. This is the way title winners respond, and league leaders should respond in that they come out in the first half and they show, well, we're dominant, we're controlled, we know how to beat you, and they've got 2 goals, and Luis Diaz heavily involved in both. The first one, an unorthodox one, of course it is. It's strange, it's awkward, but it's the goalkeeper. I mean, I think Jose Sa today has actually been terrible, and I would say he's been probably the worst player on the pitch. He comes flying out, and I don't know where he's going. He comes flying out for the first goal for Liverpool. He comes flying out for the penalty. He then comes flying out minutes before the first half ends, when Liverpool have another chance, but he's bailed out by his goal by Matt Doherty. So there's moments there where you're saying Jose Sa's had a shocker today in that first half, and he's probably mainly the reason why Liverpool are so far ahead. But defensively in the box, Wolves have been terrible. Defending in their own box has been really woeful from Wolves, and they just can't deal with crosses. Early crosses, late crosses, cutbacks into the box, corners, any sort of free kick situation. They look really vulnerable and really kind of shell-shocked as to what to do next. And when you're that so inept at defending your own 18-yard box at a place like Anfield and against a team like Liverpool, you will be punished. You will be punished. And so far in that first half they have. So Liverpool 2, Wolves 0 at the break. We'll have the second half for you very shortly. But it's already been a dramatic Premier League weekend so far. Let's recap how it's gone to this point. It's Matchday 25 so far, 8 games down, 1 in progress and 1 to come later this afternoon. So big wins. Brighton beating Chelsea for the second time in a number of days after they knocked them out of the FA Cup, and 6 days afterwards they really put the pressure on them in that top 4 race at Brighton. 3-0 victors on Friday night. Arsenal yesterday, we watched that game as Mikel Merino got 2 goals in the last 10 minutes to seal the deal for the Gunners away at Leicester, who were looking a tough customer right up until the end. Villa needed Ollie Watkins to rescue an equaliser after 10-man Ipswich took the lead against them. Axel Tuanzebe was sent off. Liam Delap gave Ipswich the lead, his 10th Premier League goal of the season, and Ollie Watkins was needed to rescue a draw for Aston Villa. Fulham beat Forest. How many times have we said that against Forest this season? That's only their 6th defeat of the season, but they do not draw many games, as that is why they are where they are. Fulham 2-1 winners. They were excellent yesterday. Fulham, Emile Smith-Rowe and Calvin Bassey, the 2 scorers, either side of Chris Wood's equaliser, gave Fulham the victory. A commanding result for Manchester City against Newcastle. A first half hat-trick for Omar Marmoush, the January signing, had them 3 to the good at the break before James McAtee added a 4th late. Newcastle absolutely thumped at the Etihad. Bournemouth 3-1 winners on the road against Southampton, but it wasn't a simple task for the Cherries on the south coast. Django Ouattara and Ryan Christie did push them into a 2-goal lead, but Kamaldeen Sulemana might have caused a little bit of nerves to Bournemouth defensively, but Marcus Tavernier settled those nerves late when he added a 3rd to make it 3-1 to Bournemouth. Brentford sealed the deal and got a 1-0 victory on the road. Not often they've got wins on the road this season, Brentford. That was only their 3rd away win of the campaign, and a big one indeed. Kevin Schade with a 4th-minute goal and the only goal of the game against West Ham United, sealing the 3 points there inside 4 minutes for Brentford, who had another goal that was disallowed by VAR. But a big 3 points for Brentford. And Everton continuing their incredible form under David Moyes since he returned to the football club. It is now an incredible return for him. Since taking charge, that is his 4th win in the Premier League in 6 against for David Moyes for Everton. Their only defeat came in his first game in charge at home to Aston Villa, unbeaten in 5 in the Premier League. Are Everton in their comeback win against Crystal Palace. Carlos Alcaraz, the new signing, was the winner on that one. Doucouré was suspended from the derby in midweek, and Carlos Alcaraz, who came in to replace him, ends up doing and paying his dues and getting Everton a big victory. Already this afternoon, Liverpool 2-0 at half-time against Wolves, and still to come, Tottenham against Manchester United. Looking forward to that one. 4:30. You will not want to miss it. 2 sides who really have underperformed and achieved this season massively under Ange Postecoglou and Ruben Amorim. 2 managers under pressure at the moment. A win would certainly ease that pressure, but you've no idea what's going to happen later on, so tune in to find out what sort of chaos will ensue in North London. A quick look at the table then, as it stands. So this would be with Liverpool winning and Wolves losing. This is the way the Premier League table will look at the moment. Liverpool, as I said, would be going on to 60 points. They would be 7 points clear at the top. Arsenal in second on 53. Forest, after their defeat, they had the chance to close the gap to Arsenal again, but they are now 6 points off second placed Arsenal. So Forest in third. And City jump into the top 4, just above Bournemouth, who occupied that position for a while yesterday, and Chelsea, who dropped down to 6th. Newcastle dropping down to 7th. Fulham up to 8th. Villa down to 9th. And Brighton making up the top 10. Into the bottom half, Brentford moving themselves, they stay in position, but moving themselves up the table in terms of points. Palace doing not moving anywhere after their defeat to Everton, but Everton now well clear of that relegation zone and looking up the table are the Toffees. Manchester United and Spurs have to look up at Everton. That's quite ironic. They're in 14th and 15th. West Ham down to 16th, but a big gap between them and Wolves as it stands. 8 points the gap between 16th and 17th, and Wolves just 2 points above the relegation zone, with Ipswich and Leicester there on the scene. Ipswich went above Leicester yesterday with that point against Villa, and Southampton still rock bottom of the table. Right, that's the way we go. We'll be back for the second half between Liverpool and Wolves. It's on the way in 2 minutes' time. Do stay with us.
Call me a god. They call me a god. They call me a god. They call me a god. Let's go. I'm about to go off like a weapon. Fuel to the top, got a filled up engine.
Welcome back to Premier League Live. Half time at Anfield, Liverpool 2, Wolves 0. The second half on the way in just a moment. Don't forget though, Tottenham take on Manchester United, 4:30. Their second of our double header here this Premier League weekend to round off match day 25 in the Premier League. And we'll see what way the table looks and all of that. We'll round up the weekend later on this afternoon. Join us for that one at the TH at 4:30. Team news will be out in about a half an hour's time, or actually about 15 minutes time, apologies for that one. So we'll try and bring you some early team news. For now, don't forget to like, subscribe and turn on post notifications so you don't miss any of that information and any of the live streams that we have here, because we're looking forward to bringing you the rest of the season and the final few months of the campaign here as the players get back out onto the fields. Substitutions afoot for both clubs, both teams at half time. Firstly, Wolves will be making a change. Actually, they're making a couple of changes, so we'll tell you about that in a moment. Jarell Quansah, we believe, is coming on for Liverpool, and Ibrahima Konate is coming off. So Konate, who was at risk of maybe getting sent off for a second yellow, he has been replaced by Jarell Quansah. So Quansah on in place of Konate at centre back. And Wolves made changes of their own. We'll get you those in a second as we get the second half underway at Anfield. Liverpool kicking towards the Anfield Road end in the second half. And, of course, Wolves kicking towards the Kop here at Anfield. Those double substitutions, by the way, for Wolves. Marshall Munetsi and John Richter Bellegarde have come on at half-time, and they're replacing Gonzalo Guedes and Pablo Sarabia. So Sarabia and Guedes off, and Bellegarde and Munetsi on for Wolves. So not often you see both sides make changes at half-time, but that is needs must for Liverpool. That could have been a big chance for Matheus Cunha. See this again. Liverpool not dealing with it in their own area here. Trying to see who it was. Might have been Jota, I believe, that was involved in that situation. And Matheus Cunha got in the box, and as he tried to chip the ball, it was blocked by McAllister. And it just looped up into the air for Alisson to gather. But that could have been dangerous for Wolves early doors. Or dangerous from Wolves early doors in this second half. Surely the target for Wolves to start the second half will be trying to test Liverpool early doors and try and get the next goal in this game. Liverpool will be a real tough customer, as expected, with a 2-goal lead and not looking to give up too much at Liverpool too early, as Gravenberch there pulling down Cunha. Free kick to Wolves. Here's Bellegarde. Back to Matt Doherty, looking for the switch ball. And up the switch ball, didn't take it. Played it across to Agbadou. Now Totti Gomez. Back to Sa. And Doherty again as Liverpool apply the press here. Well, won by McAllister. Now Diaz here. It's a bit easy to take that off Bellegarde's foot there from McAllister. Robertson. Now Gravenberch. Robertson back to Virgil van Dijk. Looking to switch the ball. Out to Salah. Well headed by Totti Gomez there, back in that left position. Left back for Wolves. Left centre back, sorry. Here's Andre between the lines. Breaking forward. Plays it out wide to Bellegarde. Looking for a pass forward. Rolls it across to Cunha. Linking up with Bellegarde, but Van Dijk there to clear up any sort of issues. It's Gravenberch in the position in the midfield. And helping out was McAllister to play it on to Kwanzaa. Van Dijk out wide to Robertson. Now Diaz on the turn. Lovely little turn by Diaz and finds Robertson on the overlap. 4-on-3 for Liverpool here. Robertson's ball wasn't the most convincing. Totti Gomez can cut it out and get Wolves on the ball again. Bellegarde wide to Semedo. Diaz, or Szoboszlai, sorry, there trying to break it apart, and Wolves get the throw in. Well, of course, there's no doubting the fact that at this moment in time, Liverpool know what's on the horizon, they know what's round the corner, and they know that if they perform to the level that they have been performing in the league this season until the end of the campaign, there might be a little party in May here at Anfield. Oh, that's a lovely ball through the lines. Chance here, Alisson. Great save. Fabulous save. Liverpool a bit clumsy there defensively. Gravenberch couldn't keep it. Bit of nerves there from Liverpool. Ait-Nouri. Gomez. Ait-Nouri trying to cross it. Well blocked. Szoboszlai blocking on the edge of his own box. Player pulled down there in Liverpool colours, but referee says no foul. Cunha. Wide it goes again to Ait-Nouri. That was a big chance. We get a replay of it. Through one-on-one with Alisson as the shot from distance is caught well by Alisson. We'll surely get a replay now. Yes. Nice ball through the lines. Fabulous little flick on by Matheus Cunha. And in behind. Big chance. Yeah, it's a big chance for Munetsi there. And Munetsi well denied by Alisson. Those are big saves that Alisson makes, and he makes them a lot for Liverpool in big moments and big games, and he was needed there for Liverpool to keep Wolves at bay. They've just come out a little bit less energy, Liverpool, in this second half so far. Wolves have come out with a bit more incision, a little bit more intensiveness. Well, that's lovely from Alexander-Arnold around the corner. Salah here. He's got Jota in the middle. Salah still going. Salah! 3-0. Mohamed Salah adds a third for Liverpool. The flag stayed down, although it's gone up now. That was a very confusing moment, that. The flag stayed down. The linesman was running back across the line. Oh, maybe just. Of course, VAR will check it, of course, but the linesman didn't flag it right away. He waited a while, then the flag went up, went back down, and then went up again. That was strange, but he's offside there, Salah. It's not a third goal. Would have been a nice goal. Not a third goal, though. It's Van Dijk's header. Clears it away. Not fully cleared as Alexander-Arnold steps in the right time, but steps into trouble. Ait-Nouri. Cunha. Alexander-Arnold again stepping in against Ait-Nouri and getting help there from Jarell Kwanzaa, who stepped across. And that's not a good sign. Alisson, at the moment, there's meant to be a bit of a cut here for Alisson, so he's down at the moment. Let's see this moment again. It's Munetsi right through. What a chance for Wolves. And it's right off the face of Alisson, I believe. I mean, that's what you call a top quality save from a top quality goalkeeper. Absolutely sensational from Alisson. I'd have to argue no one has been better at doing that. No goalkeeper's been better at one-on-one saves than Alisson Becker in the last many years for Liverpool. 5, 6 years in the Premier League, I don't think there's anybody better in one-on-one situations. You see players running through one-on-one against the Liverpool goalkeeper, and a lot of the time you expect he's just going to save this. Unless they've got absolutely sensational composure, he's going to save this. He's got this in his locker. This is Alisson we're talking about. And he's just got that air of confidence about him. We talk about Virgil van Dijk for Liverpool having that real kind of aura about him. People are just afraid of his presence, never mind what he's going to do to you. You're just afraid of him being there. I think Alisson, to an extent, has that similar type of aura in front of goal. When you're in a one-on-one battle with him, you would probably want any other goalkeeper in the Premier League in front of you in those one-on-one situations, because Alisson is so good at them and so good at spreading himself big, making it as difficult as possible for attackers to try and find a way past them. And as Roy Keane would say, he's doing his job, but he's doing it incredibly well. Alisson was treated for that little cut, got a bit of bandaging, and he is back to his feet. And okay, so we'll keep an eye on that, but I think it was just more of a cut rather than anything else. Has had his injury problems, Alisson, in the last number of years for Liverpool. Alexander-Arnold's throw in to Jota. Couldn't keep it, the Portuguese. And Agbadou will just play it back to his goalkeeper and Sa. There's a loose touch there by Bellegarde. Liverpool will get the throw in. And so far, Wolves have come out in the second half a lot better. 4 shots, none for Liverpool so far. A lot more possession from Wolves. And they actually had only 6 shots in the whole of the first half, Wolves, and inside 8-9 minutes, they've had 4 in the second half. So a lot better intent, a lot more quality going forward there from Wolves. And a necessary moment. You're 2-0 down in a game. You can't afford to concede the next goal. You have to score the next goal if you're going to get something out of this game, Wolves. And I think that's what they're trying to force it early in this second half. But Liverpool have done a decent enough job of keeping them out, and Alisson was needed in one big moment. This is just a moment where Liverpool just need to deal with the situation and not get caught out. Diaz works it well, steps in field, gets taken out by his opposite number in Andre, and a free kick for Liverpool. Diaz in a bit of pain here as he gets back to his feet. Bit of a problem there on the left leg there for Diaz, but maybe just an impact situation. Gravenberch. Salah back across midfield, and McAllister did deal with that situation under pressure well. Finds Diaz now. Swings it out to the right side. Salah chopping his way inside. Round the corner. Robertson across. Too far across, and the flag's going to go up against the Scotsman anyway. There for offside. Diaz, lovely pass out to Salah. Salah back in field, past his man, and he tried to chip it over the bar, over the top for Andy Robertson. Robertson just making that run a little bit too early, and a free kick came there for Wolves for the offside. Callister beaten in the middle. Switch ball there by Bellegarde was well dealt with by Alexander-Arnold. That's a lovely little back heel by Szoboszlai. Opens the space for Gravenberch, striding forward. Finds it to Diogo Jota around the man. And it's another penalty. Jota tries to beat past Agbadou. And Agbadou commits the foul and concedes another penalty for Wolves. Now the opposite ends. I don't think he's going to get a second yellow, Agbadou, either. Yeah, it's Gravenberch with a lovely ball, and Jota tries to step across his man and just gets taken out, really. Yeah. He just comes sliding in. I don't know where Agbadou's going. I mean, he's going sliding. Get him a bloody sledge there. He was sliding away out of the box, and Jota just gets taken out. And another penalty. This time at the Annie Road ends. And another chance for Liverpool to add to their lead. Although Agbadou stayed down here, which will be more of a concern for Wolves at the moment than is getting treatment. As VAR check it, and VAR checking if it is a penalty or not. I mean, it does look really soft, if I'm honest. I mean, Agbadou's committing himself, but Jota, I think, knows if there's any sort of contact, he's going to grind. And the referee's going to go to the monitor here, which more often than not means the on-field decision will be overturned. So VAR have recommended that Simon Hooper, the referee, goes to the screen and has a second look at this. So we'll see what Simon Hooper has to say, whether he sticks with his initial decision or whether he feels that this evidence is enough to overturn the decision and say no penalty. And from that wide angle, it does look like there's minimal, if any, contact at all from Agbadou's kind of situation. But the sheer pace of the attack, yeah, it doesn't look like there's major contact at all on Jota. And the referee's going to come away with the screen and is going to say no penalty. Decision overturned. So the penalty will not stand, and Diogo Jota deemed to have not been fouled, and I don't think you can really disagree with that. On first glance, it does look like a penalty, but when you see the replay, it looks like Jota actually initiates the contact rather than the other way around. I can understand why the referee gave the penalty, but VAR working at its best to get the desired outcome and the right outcome, really, in the end. And Agbadou helped to his feet, so he's not really come off unscathed there. He's hurt himself in the process of sliding in to try and stop Jota. Yeah, you can understand why Jota's doing, but goes to ground a little bit too easily there. Good decision by the referee after a VAR review. No penalty. So that's twice in this second half already. Liverpool have had chances to score. One in the back of the net for an offside, and then a penalty given on the field reviewed by VAR and overturned for no penalty. Wolves are going to make a change. And Emmanuel Agbadou is coming off. So after committing a penalty, then not getting the penalty given against him and hurting himself, I think that will be the day for Emmanuel Agbadou, and he's going to be replaced by Santiago Bueno now. So a straight swap at the back for Wolves. So Bueno on for Agbadou here for Wolves. Sa. Here's Bueno. His first real involvement. Putting the ball out of play for a Liverpool throw. Looks like Conor Bradley is ready to enter the fray here very shortly. Of course, started the game at the Merseyside derby. And Trent Alexander-Arnold, of course, came off the bench in that one. Maybe just trying to ease Alexander-Arnold back into the game and not give him a full 90 after just coming back from an injury. I think that was pre-planned. This substitution will be for Bradley for Alexander-Arnold, I would expect, as we've just hit the 60-minute mark. Alexander-Arnold, nice little touch in field, back to Quansah, and now Virgil van Dijk. Well, it does come with a Liverpool busy schedule over the next few weeks. They've got a lot of football to play. They're back involved in midweek again when they head to Aston Villa. That game was pulled forward from April into this midweek due to the fact they're in the it was pulled back from March, apologies, to this midweek because of their involvement in the Carabao Cup final, Liverpool. So that game changed its date. Alexander-Arnold with a forced pass through, given away cheaply. Cunha threading it through. João Gomez trying to edge up. João Gomez well over the bar. Poor. I mean, Alexander-Arnold, I could see what he was trying to do. He tried to force it through to Jarell Quansah, who was striding forward. Just overhead it. Wolves were able to intercept it, and it's nice, decent work from Matheus Cunha in the edge of the box. And the shot from João Gomez comes eventually, but it was always rising over the bar from that sort of situation. Van Dijk trying to go for the targeted ball to Diaz. And Liverpool not making one change at the moment. They're going to make a double change here as the ball's out of play. So Conor Bradley is going to replace Trent Alexander-Arnold at right back. So he's back to fitness, the Liverpool vice-captain. And got a good 60 minutes here. And the second substitution is going to see Darwin Núñez replace Diogo Jota. So some straight swaps just to maintain fitness, I would believe, for Arne Slot's Reds. For both of those players coming off. And the two coming on. Certainly a lot of quality there in Conor Bradley and Darwin Núñez in as their replacements. Van Dijk. Alisson. Into midfield for Gravenberch. Back to Van Dijk. Back to Alisson again. We'll swing it out wide for Salah here. And on the turn, Totti Gomez had to deal with that and put it out for a throw. Salah was lurking. Liverpool not able to hold the ball up on that right side. Bradley, the one back by Szoboszlai. Gravenberch, back to Szoboszlai again. Infield, too much for McAllister to get on the end of, and up in the air from Bellegarde as Quansah dealt with that situation. And Van Dijk finding Diaz. Lack of cohesion from Liverpool at the moment. Bellegarde breaking away with the ball. 1-2 link up with Cunha. Bellegarde, Ait-Nouri now. Edge of the box, delivery over the head of everyone in there from João Gomez. Goal kick to Liverpool. A reminder for you, don't forget Tottenham against Manchester United is on the way, 4:30. We have team news from that one for you as well at the moment. I can tell you, Vicario is back in for Spurs from injury. Back four of Porro, Danzo, Davies and Spence. Bergvall and Bentancur are in midfield for Spurs. Maddison in the 10. On the right side, Kulusevski, Tell on the left, and Son through the middle for Tottenham. As I'll hold a second, Liverpool coming forward. Salah through the lines, 3-on-1 there for a second. Here's Diaz, edge of the box, rolls it on for Robertson on the overlap. Robertson's cross, took a deflection, but caught by Jose Sa. The Man United team, Onana in goal. Back five of Dorgu, De Ligt, Maguire, Mazraoui, Dalot. Fernandes and Casemiro midfield, Xerxes, Højlund and Garnacho the front three for Manchester United. We'll have full details, full team news and full coverage of that Tottenham v Manchester United game, 4:30 this afternoon, so just over an hour's time we will have that game live here in LFS for you. 25 minutes to go here at Anfield though. Liverpool 2, Wolves 0. Wolves probably edging it in the second half slightly, in the fact that Liverpool haven't had a shot yet. Wolves looking the more threatening. And Wolves will always have to be wary that Liverpool do have a threat, of course. Wolves, at the moment, looking the more likely as it stands. Nelson Semedo, wide on the right. Bellegarde. Cunha looking to line up a shot. Has the shot! And furls it into the bottom corner. What a goal! Matheus Cunha. And Wolves get one back, just as I said they were the better side in the second half. And Liverpool duly punished for, really, their sloppiness in this second period so far. Matheus Cunha can always find one, and he's found one well past Alisson. That's a fabulous goal. Matheus Cunha given the time and space, and that is the sort of threat he can have from those positions. That is a fabulous goal, and there's no wonder why he's Wolves' main man when he can do something like that. Absolutely wonderful. Wolves back in the game. Liverpool 2, Wolves 1. Liverpool really just haven't shown up in the second half so far. They thought they had a penalty. That was disallowed by VAR. They thought they had a goal through Mo Salah to make it 3-0. That was ruled out for offside on the field. And so far in the second half, Wolves have shown up and Liverpool really haven't. Liverpool really just need to be a bit more urgent on the ball. They need to show a bit more energy. Be a bit better. As there's a flag up again. This time against Nunez. And Arne Slot really needs to get his side purring again and kind of chugging along, because they've really just been passengers in this second half really so far, Liverpool. And Wolves getting what they deserve and get a goal back. Nunez trying to nick the ball away in the midfield there. Well held on to by Andre. Doherty finds it to Semedo. Andre again, threading it through. One for Robertson to chase, and does well against Doherty. Does Robertson, but that gets Wolves a throw. Maybe a bit of momentum swinging in Wolves' favour now. Getting that goal back. Certainly one part of North London watching keenly on, hoping Wolves can complete a comeback here at Anfield. As Robertson having to deal with an awkward one in his own box. Will be a Wolves corner. Although Robertson arguing the contrary, that felt that it was a goal kick. We'll see it again. Yeah, the last touch was off Andy Robertson there. It is a corner. Well spotted by the officials. Even if he did get a bit of abuse from Andy Robertson. Corner on the right side for Wolves here. Left footed delivery. Up in the air. And over the bar. From João Gomez. Goal kick. "21 minutes to go, and Liverpool still lead by 2-1. You wouldn't think it, but they do still have the lead here, Liverpool. But Wolves have been the better side most certainly in this second half, and deservedly have themselves back in the game at the very least. At this stage, Liverpool are at 6s and 7s at times. Ball over the top, and the run in behind from Cunha. Too much on the ball, and seen out well by Liverpool for a goal kick. I think Liverpool just need a little bit of renewed sense of hope, really, in the fact that they just need to get the ball up the field. They really haven't been able to keep the ball in the right area of the pitch for them in this second half. Wolves have done really, really well, and not only out of possession, but also when they have the ball, moving it keenly, moving it quickly, keeping it moving, and not giving Liverpool opportunities. As they will make another change here, Liverpool. Luis Diaz is coming off, and Wataru Endo is coming on. So we'll see what sort of change this makes for Liverpool. Maybe go to 3 in midfield. We'll see it. How Endo affects this game, and Diaz now off the field, so another Liverpool change. Looking to maybe just solidify a few things and maybe give a little bit more control from Arne Slot. As Van Dijk steps into a challenge. A late one there from Virgil van Dijk, and he gets himself a yellow card. The Liverpool captain gets a booking. Another free kick to Wolves. Less than 20 minutes remain. That's Van Dijk's 3rd yellow card of the season. Liverpool just try and set their defensive line. Wolves try and set their attacking positions. The ball chipped over the top. Headed back into the box, flicked, and thumped over the bar by Munetsi there. Nowhere near enough quality that time. Just chipped over the top. Liverpool don't clear their lines. Van Dijk and Endo maybe slightly getting in each other's way, and then Munetsi's shot, as it falls down to him, is quite convincingly and clearly over the bar. As the crowd get behind Liverpool, as they probably feel they need it at this minute, the Liverpool fans, they feel that their team might need a little bit of support. The fact that they haven't been anywhere near their level in this second half, and they were in the first, and a 3rd goal would certainly settle nerves a lot more, but at 2-1, anything can happen. And that's what Arsenal fans will be hoping for, and Arsenal players will be hoping for, as Gravenberch's through ball One for McAllister to chase. Across, behind Nunez. Not finding Salah. The flag was up anyway. I think you could see it. And McAllister was offside. Again, that's the third time in the second half Liverpool have been called offside. There is space in behind, but Wolves are playing a little bit slightly higher, and Liverpool getting caught offside a couple of times in the second period. Totti. Cross to Bueno. Now Doherty. Cunha. Back to Bueno. Cross to Totti Gomez. Salah pushed the press. Infield comes Bellegarde. He finds Doherty down the right side, trying to find Cunha, who'd kind of bursted on. A bit of miscommunication there between Cunha and Doherty. And Liverpool will get the throw in on this left side. Robertson will take this throw in for Liverpool. Nunez trying to hold on to the ball, actually gives it away cheaply. Here's Cunha running at the defence now. Well blocked by Kwanzaa. And Salah lays it off to Nunez, but again no cohesion there from Liverpool, giving it away again. The ball through the middle, Cunha again trying to conjure something, and Robertson will just get it back to his goalkeeper. And this is really awkward from Liverpool. You know, Liverpool on fire, incredible, top quality team. This Wolves goal has just maybe unsettled them a little bit. Even more as McAllister finds a nice bit of room in that left flank. And back to Gravenberch. That was slightly better from Liverpool. Haven't seen much of that so far in the second half, where they kind of used their possession to get up the field. Liverpool has really struggled to keep the ball in the right areas, as Robertson will get the throw and takes it quickly. And McAllister made the run in behind, and he tries to get it across again. Poor ball. Couldn't quite find Nunez. And Wolves able to deal with the situation once more. There's Bellegarde on the spin. Played against Bellegarde by Van Dijk, and Van Dijk had to rescue it out for a throw, which will be a throw into Wolves, of course. João Gomez rolls it on for Ait-Nouri. Not a red in the way, but tried to squeeze it through. McAllister got a bit caught in possession in the edge of his own box. Just a little bit of nerviness from Liverpool as the ball into the box and was going wide, and Alisson kept it in play. Szoboszlai chops away from his man. Lovely little through ball, finding Connor Bradley, charging forward Bradley. Now down the right to Salah, 1-2 give and go. Bradley back to Salah. Salah crosses into the box, too high for Nunez. Szoboszlai adjusting, still alive. Szoboszlai will just recycle it back for Kwanzaa. Better from Liverpool. Endo. 14 minutes to go. Liverpool 2, Wolves 1 here at Anfield. Bradley to Salah. Salah all the way back to Kwanzaa, but Liverpool and Wolves is half at the moment with Van Dijk. Robertson. Back to Virgil van Dijk. Look at that. The last 10 shots in the game have all come from Wolves. Liverpool have been nowhere in this second half in front of goal. Actually haven't a shot since the 43rd minute on the Wolves goal. Here's Szoboszlai as they try and change that, Liverpool, and maybe try and add a third that would just settle the nerves, or even having a shot might just get the momentum back in their favour again, because it has swung in Wolves' favour since they scored, and even before they scored, even just coming out in the second half, they changed things up. Wolves, they obviously tweaked things at half time, and it worked. It has been working. It's not only stopped Liverpool from getting forward, but it's also kind of been a bit lucrative for Wolves going forward themselves, as McAllister had to do well to hold on to the ball there. Van Dijk. Gravenberch back to Van Dijk again. Now Quansah with a switch ball. Out to Szoboszlai. The momentum of the game slightly swinging back in Liverpool's favour in the last few minutes with their amount of possession. A lot of Wolves' momentum in this second half up to this point. Quansah down the right to Salah. Up against Ait-Nouri. Salah well closed out by Ait-Nouri and cheaply giving the ball away there, Mo Salah. Trying to win it back. And Bradley deemed to have committed the foul on Ryan Ait-Nouri there. Free kick to Wolves. Round about the halfway line. Ait-Nouri. Gomez. João Gomez, by the way. I think I've got through the majority of this game without confusing Totti Gomez and João Gomez. I say that now, I probably will. Here's Totti Gomez. Out wide to Ait-Nouri. Linking up well with Cunha. Back to Bueno. Looking for the switch ball there, Doherty. Brought down well by Ait-Nouri, but Bradley was there to deal with the ball and gets it forward to Salah. He will try and dribble Liverpool up the fields. Good step in by Bueno from the long ball, but McAllister with a deft touch around the corner. Gravenberch having to stretch for something, not able to keep the possession. As Endo there trying to win the ball back off Menezes and commits a foul as Menezes goes to ground. Another Wolves free kick. Well, Liverpool have won the last 4 meetings between these two, home and away. Wolves' last win against Liverpool came in February 2023 in a 3-0 victory. Very convincing in that season. Wolves haven't won at Anfield since an FA Cup victory back in January of 2017. And Andreas Weimann and Richard Stearman were the two scorers that day. 80 minutes gone, 10 to go. Wolves free kick over the top, round the corner. Kept alive by Totti Gomez, but Conor Bradley stood in the way. And now will try and carry it away for Liverpool. Through to Salah. Holds off his man for the moment, Mo Salah and Nelson Semedo. And is going to get the free kick there, Mo Salah, as he was pulled by the Wolves captain. Wolves eyeing up another change. Tommy Doyle, I think, is the one that's getting ready on the sidelines. So more Wolves substitutes on the way very shortly. Liverpool already made 4 substitutes. They've one more to make if they want to make one. Wolves have made 3 substitutes. So they've 2 more in the bank. McAllister's clearance not dealt with, and the ball in behind. Flag stays down for the moment, but the flag's going to go up now for Wolves there. Yeah, Van Dijk stepped up. Yeah, he was miles offside there. Menezes quite clearly offside. I don't think the Liverpool players were even worried about the offside there. They could see all day long that it was off, and the linesman duly responded. Salah again being pulled and hauled at there by Ryan Ait-Nouri. And that's another free kick to Liverpool. And the referee's just going to call Ryan Ait-Nouri over. He's clearly not happy with something that Ryan Ait-Nouri has said. And the referee's just going to have a chat with him at the very least here. Maybe a yellow, but I think the referee is just going to show a bit of restraint and just talk to Ryan Ait-Nouri. He was pulling Mo Salah. I mean, it was quite clear. He was just dragging him along the field. And Salah had the ball. It was a foul. And Liverpool get the free kick down the right side. And Tommy Doyle is coming on, and he's going to replace João Gomez, so swap in midfield for Wolves, just to get some fresh legs towards the end. With 7.5 minutes of normal time to go. Liverpool 2, Wolves 1. As Alexis McAllister will come over to take this free kick for Liverpool, wide on the right side. A very long range distance out. Liverpool not in a hurry. McAllister standing over it. Goes short actually to Bradley. Plays it back to McAllister. Back to Bradley again. Body still in the box, but Liverpool not wanting to find them yet. Robertson, Bradley. Will now fizz it forward. Gravenberch headed across. Calls a handball. Referee sees nothing wrong with it. As Liverpool keep the possession. Robertson, Bradley. Down the right it comes to McAllister. And back it goes from Liverpool. They weren't risking delivering the ball in there into the box straight from the free kick. They obviously didn't like what was going on, Liverpool, and didn't want to deliver the ball. And rather just keep the possession for the moment, Liverpool. Van Dijk. Robertson. Down the left side, trying to find Szoboszlai. Doherty in cover. Doherty fizzing it back to his keeper, who has to thump it long out for a Liverpool throw. Good evasive action there from Wolves. They really had nowhere else to put it other than out for a throw-in. The Liverpool press applied. Robertson to take this throw-in on the left side. Szoboszlai back to Robertson from the throw. And Robertson will win another throw-in. Robertson will throw once again from the left. This time targeting Nunez, linking up with Robertson again. He tried to squeeze his way through. And again, wins another throw-in off Nelson Semedo. Liverpool getting a lot of throw-ins and taking their time on them. Still over 5 minutes of normal time to go. Robertson plays it forward to Nunez, but not able to make most of it. Goal kick. The second half, there's been a real disconnect from Liverpool. I think they've done well to kind of stall Wolves' kind of momentum in the game. But they haven't really been able to try and threaten Wolves in terms of the goal. And trying to find a third goal so far, really, Liverpool. It's been a really poor half all round from Liverpool, and at the moment, talk about clinging on. Is there a cling on coming here? Or will it be deja vu from Wednesday night at Anfield here? Semedo. Throw in back to Doherty. Liverpool not too overcommittal with their press. The front three closing the space. Bueno with the ball over the top. Szoboszlai heads it forward. Gravenberch up in the air, chests it down, controls it on the sideline. Felt he was fouled, not getting that, and Robertson's block will bobble off his feet and out for another Wolves throw. Nunez steps in his own half. Robertson. Gravenberch tried to feed it on to McAllister, but again, just a complete miscontrol from Liverpool. Not able to string more than 2 or 3 passes together at the minute. It's been a really poor showing in the second half from the league leaders. All that matters is they do lead, and they will want to have that scoreline and that lead come the end of the 90 minutes. Will they or won't they? Is the question that still hangs in the balance. Salah getting back. 3 around the Wolves player there. Salah holds it on the sideline and now wants to take it on a foot race with Bellegarde, but he's going to lose that foot race, Salah. Bellegarde did very well and is going to get a foul out of Mo Salah. And a free kick to Wolves. Taken quickly. Cry didn't like it. Mo Salah didn't like it. But Wolves certainly do. Doyle. Semedo. Back to Doyle and now back to Doherty. The crowd up for it again. Trying to carry Liverpool over the line. They need a little bit of help and support at the moment. Through ball. Here's Tommy Doyle across! And the ball into the box. And Van Dijk clears it away. But goodness me, I think Jarell Quansah had to get something on that. This is Liverpool stepping off the gas massively. And Wolves starting to put them into reverse. It's Bradley. Anywhere will do, really, for Connor Bradley. And his clearance is Jose Sa. Miss kicks it, but it does find its way to Matt Doherty. Just a bite there, Doyle. More than enough time here for Wolves to try and conjure up something late. Long ball down the left side here. Endo in the way. Bellegarde pulling Endo down to the ground. Free kick to Liverpool. Bellegarde wanted a foul initially, felt he was pulled by Endo, but then he pulls Endo down and gives a free kick away. That's a great challenge by Jarell Quansah. Had to be made. Doyle with a lovely ball across. And it was just waiting for the finish. But a fabulous bit of defending from Jarell Quansah. Really fabulous defending. And needed to be there. Needed to make that challenge. Otherwise, who knows what had happened. Alisson will take this free kick here for Liverpool, deep in their own half. Wolves have certainly come to life in the second half. They're going to make another change here. This will be their final change of the game. I think they're just going to have a check on Nelson Semedo. He's getting a bit of treatment at the moment. So they're down to 10 at the moment here, Wolves. As it stands, we hit the 90 minutes and we will have 6 added minutes then. 6 more to go. Here at Anfield as Van Dijk has to hold off Menetzi. And Alisson takes no risks and goes long. Definitely touched down by Totti Gomez, who has space. Doyle. Nelson Semedo still not on the field. And they're also ready in a substitute here. Pedro Lima is waiting to enter the fray here for Wolves as well. Very shortly. Wolves have the ball with Bueno. Totti. Bellegarde. Back to Totti. Santiago Bueno goes for the through ball, blocked by Gravenberch, falls back to the path of Bellegarde. Now out to the left. It comes. Nuri trying to keep it alive here, Wolves. Nuri with a deep cross. Alisson punches it away. Doesn't get a real clean punch on it as Endo battling. Couldn't win the ball. Cunha battling with Endo, and a free kick will come Wolves' way right on the edge of the box. Alisson wanting a foul. See it again. Yeah, there's nothing really in that on Alisson from Menetzi. See this again. Cunha does incredible work. And then Endo. I mean, they're just battling, the two, Endo and Cunha, and they're free. Had to make a decision and gave it the Wolves' way. So a big free kick opportunity here at Anfield as Nelson Semedo is coming off and Pedro Lima is going to replace him. So Semedo was getting treatment, but Lima's going to come on for him in a moment. And a free kick ready to be taken by Wolves. 4 minutes of added time remain into the 93rd minute of 6 added. Tommy Doyle and Aït-Nouri over it. Edge of the box here for Wolves. Tommy Doyle, and it comes off the wall, and it will be a corner. I think Virgil van Dijk got the connection to that one in the Liverpool wall. And they will get a corner here, Wolves. On the right, Doyle will take it. The crowd, once again, trying to carry Liverpool over the line. On a knife edge at Anfield. Doyle, right-footed delivery. Headed down into the box. Szoboszlai couldn't clear it. McAllister did. Kept alive by Andre. Gravenberch tried to block it. Bradley couldn't reach it. Bellegarde now up against Bradley. Bellegarde running out of room. Goal kick to Liverpool, and Conor Bradley celebrating that defensive move and doing what he needed to set Jean-Richner Bellegarde no real room to manoeuvre. Goal kick. That might just tell you really what sort of anticipation and feeling there is around Anfield at this late stage, that the crowd are celebrating a goal kick, the defenders are celebrating a goal kick for Liverpool. This is where we are. 2 minutes of the game to go, with the 6 added. Liverpool 2, Wolves 1. And Alisson to take this goal kick as far as he can get it. One in the air by Wolves, but a foul is going to be given here against Munetsi. On, I think, Alexis McAllister. See it again. Yeah, it is. He's just kind of grabbed in the face there, McAllister, by Munetsi. It is a foul. He won the ball, but he kind of took McAllister with him, in a sense there. That's a decent free kick for Liverpool to win at this stage of the game. 90 seconds of the game to go. Liverpool with a free kick here in Wolves' half. Robertson to switch. Finds Salah, and the header by Aït-Nouri wins Liverpool a throw-in on the far side. Mo Salah has the ball. He's not going to take the throw-in. Conor Bradley will. And the referee indicating that this time wasting will not be tolerated. Bradley with the throw. Finding Salah. Salah being held onto again, but held off, said the referee. No foul. Gravenberch went down. Not getting a foul. Throw into Wolves. Last minute of the 96. Liverpool trying to press Wolves in their own half. Doherty. Cunha to thump it forward. Van Dijk with a header not fully cleared. Lima keeps it alive. Now Doyle. Lima gets past Robertson. Endo there, winning a free kick for Liverpool in front of Pedro Lima. And Wataru Endo brought on to stifle this game and to stop Wolves. And that's twice that he's done that. Big moments at such a late stage of the game. And Wataru Endo there to win Liverpool a free kick. Deep in their own half. The 6 are up. How long is there left after this free kick? Alisson will again. Anywhere will do at this stage. And as far away from his goal as possible is what he will be desperate for. Long ball over. Nunez with a flick-on header. Liverpool not able to keep the possession as Sa will thump it long. 6 minutes are up. And the ball will come down. And time is up. Despite not having a shot in the second half, the league leaders hold on to take all 3 points against Wolverhampton Wanderers, who were fighting and scrapping for everything in the second half. Cunha gave them a goal back and gave them hope that they could come all the way back against Liverpool. But Diaz's unorthodox goal and Mo Salah's penalty were enough to see Liverpool over the line. Kwanzaa's big challenge, Endo making a few good challenges as well in that second half. It was the dirty side of the job that Liverpool needed to do when they couldn't complete the job at the top end. And that is what they do. And you have to win games in many different ways, and that is one of the biggest positives for Liverpool this season. They didn't need to be their best today, and they still come away with 3 points and extend their lead at the top of the Premier League table back to 7 points. The league leaders on to 60. Their close followers on 53. What will ensue in the final 13 games of the season? Join us for the next 3 months to find out. But the final score here at Anfield, the league leaders Liverpool 2, Wolverhampton Wanderers 1. And that is us for our first game. A dramatic end to the game at Anfield. Liverpool holding on, but despite not showing anything of the quality they showed in the first half in the second. But they did enough to hold on. 2-1 winners were Liverpool at Anfield. Right, that's only one down. Still another one to come as Tottenham take on Manchester United. Big game at the TH in North London. Two sides looking for a win to ease the pressure on their respective managers. We will see what comes of that one. Kick off at 4:30. Join us in about half an hour's time for that one. Do stay with us.